Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Puffinstein, aka Spankdog at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Click the notification bell so you know when I go live or when I post videos. Let's get into it. All right, so this is one of the few times you're gonna see me come up here and be really upset. You know, I don't. I'm not a gossiper like that. I might talk with my family about things, but people who would go around town spreading gossip and stuff like that, they were frowned upon by people that I would be with. So like this ain't no gossip, you know what I'm saying? These are children being, essayed, you know, and these are young people that can sing. They're the best lyricists ever. They can play the instruments better than anybody. And in order for them to get their talent recognized, they got to go through they got to offer themselves up in a different way. Their talent seems like it wasn't enough to a percentage of the entertainment industry. I don't condemn groups. You understand? Every time you see a bad guy in his group, there's a good guy. With the exception of a small group. If there's a group of six, there's a chance that all six of them are rotten to the core. But when you have groups of thousands, if you talk about cults, some people, they really believe in the good things that are being said, and they don't know underlying what, you know, the facade that's being presented to them. You know, underneath that lies um how do you call it? Mis what I was gonna say. Well, just evil. You know what I'm saying? Lying, promises of wealth and happiness, and you end up not understanding how something so horrible could happen to you when all you wanted to do was showcase your talent. I got my face scrunched up, you know. I just woke up not too long ago from a nap, but I seen I seen a video I'm about to share with you guys. I'm gonna throw it on now because to get through it is gonna take a while. So I might as well start it now. But I always like to do like an introduction before I get into the video that we're gonna watch. This one made me mad. And some people that watch will be like, don't all of them make you mad? And I'm like, yeah, they make me mad, but not like this one. The one I'm about to show you made me really mad. At people I grew up watching, you know, and like I said, they're allegations still. So remember, everything allegedly, and it's all speculation until we get solid evidence. You understand? You know, and like I said, Cat Williams, the year of the exposed. Look at we're coming towards New Year's Eve. We said it about a year ago, and everything about it was true. I don't hold anybody in a high regard to the point like, oh, Cat Williams is a prophet, or it's not like that. He just seems like a good-hearted dude, and he had more courage than a lot of people. There's others that knew. They didn't bring it to the limelight until he had the courage to bring it to the limelight. And as they seen that nothing happened to him and more people started to get on the wave, then that's when they were like, oh yeah, I seen it too. you know. But I'm not mad at them neither. If you finally started saying these kind of things are happening and it's not at the very beginning, people were like, yo, you got to be lying because there's no way what you're saying is true. But let's watch. You know how, I mean, I watched the very first episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and if I'm correct, that's the one where he plays the melody on the plays a little jingle on the wine glasses, and it actually sounds dope. You can sample it, you know, and you know, you get gassed when you're younger. You're like, oh man, a rapper made it. First of all, like he never really represented rap to me as far as like being like a person who was really nice. Like Summertime sucks. Getting Jiggy with It sucks. Anybody that really likes music like hip hop would tell you, yeah, Spank is right. That's not EPMD and you know, they EPMD made a song called Keep the Crossover. I keep telling everybody. And that, to be honest with you, on Will Smith, how good he was at rapping is neither here nor there. But actually, it might speak to something because he was a fraud in rap, if you ask me. I never liked Summertime. I never liked none of those songs. If you go all the way back to the beginning, then, you know, rap was simple. But when it started to get more complicated, he was getting hits and people were buying Summertime and getting jiggy with it because, you know, that was commercial stuff. It was the mainstream stuff. It's what was marketable. People weren't ready for all that real hardcore stuff like Nas and Mobb Deep. When Nas and Mobb Deep and other rappers, let me tell you something. Think about it. Cool G Rap opposed to Will Smith. Cool G Rap is a true lyricist. Will Smith is a pop artist. And I would say he's lucky that people were into that kind of rap for a second, which is simplified rap, and he got paid, you know. And I'm not trying to say he's not talented. When it came to acting, I thought he was a better actor than a rapper, you know. But at the same time, you know, none of that matters when you hear what you're about to hear. You know, I really be wanting to work on edited stuff, but sometimes I'll start watching stuff and I'm like, I gotta go live, you know, and it's because the stuff it's crazy and people need to know. When you see this video, you'll understand.
Okay, like what the
See, like I don't know any of the. Oh my God, look at what I paused it on. Video speaks for itself, man. All right, so like I was saying, Elon Musk, he's in the video a lot. You know, it seems like he doesn't. He it was stated that he said that, not that he said that he's going after people in the entertainment industry that are, you know, corrupt, you know, and that he don't want it to be like that in the entertainment business no more. I don't know people's true agenda. You know, at the surface, he's saying that it's not right, and that's why he's doing it. All right, guys, I'm about to start playing the video. Here we go.
Diddy thing was like an Epstein type compromise deal. Will Smith, I have to wonder, are you okay? Like what the is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Puffy just live, just the man.
What videos do they have of these people?
Thank you for what you're doing.
How many people are compromised?
Yeah. Will Smith has been out of the country for months trying to avoid this entire Diddy scandal, but that's not gonna work because recently released video of him and another celebrity male star is going viral, and the tapes are being shot as we speak. Not only are these leaked tapes of Diddy doing things to his son Jaden, but there's also a rumored tape with Will Smith and Bryce Shear Gray doing wild things, and I'm gonna show you everything. On top of that, people like Jaguar Wright already knew about this.
That Will Smith, Jaden,
and even Will Smith's personal assistant has talked about these things. What's worse is that now Elon Musk is working with Donald Trump to bring these people to justice because he said he's going to use the power Trump has to expose Hollywood celebrities that have been.
That's the part I was talking about, Elon Musk right there.
Worse is that now.
So now you could hear it for yourself. I don't got to re-quote it and get it wrong.
Elon Musk is working with Donald Trump to bring these people to justice because he said he's going to use the power Trump has to expose Hollywood celebrities that have been using people all these disgusting things. Elon said he knows Jennifer Lopez and Jay-Z are involved.
And I have 10 urgent messages from Jay-Z, right? I'm like, Jay don't hit you, or he's like, call me now.
Will Smith might even be on the run because he's been in Italy for months and nobody's heard nothing about him. He hasn't said one thing about Diddy, but he's on public videos praising Diddy plenty of times, even on FaceTime with him on Instagram. Let's go through all this, show you all the proof, break it down. And whether you voted for Trump or not doesn't matter. Elon Musk, he wants to take these celebrities down there and doing all these illegal things.
It's like J-Lo like was like his ex-girlfriend. Now deciding she's like warning people like against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, 0.
I'm not going to get into.
Hear this, right? I would never have said at the beginning of the year when Cat Williams spoke about Hollywood being exposed that I would see Elon Musk at the end of the year going after J-Lo and on some like we got stuff on all these people because of the videos that they've done stuff from. As far as I thought J-Lo was done with P. Diddy 20-something years ago. You know, I don't understand how she comes into play when the last time she was involved with Diddy, to my knowledge, was 20-something years ago. And if she did something 20-something years ago, you know, there's a statute of limitations on certain things. You know, to be honest with you, I don't even really understand why J-Lo's being talked about when it's Will Smith, they're saying, you know, allegedly. Everything allegedly. They're saying Will Smith, Puff Daddy. These are people that were active. And you know what I mean when I say active. You know, and they're saying that they destroyed people like Bashir Gray. Will Smith, they're saying, destroyed his own son. You know, allegedly, of course. You know, the YouTube thing, I would be way different if I wasn't on YouTube. You know, you gotta sometimes when you want people to understand and you know, see things clear, and you need, you know, you want to talk to people, you got to do it under, you know, certain rules that people place on you. Well, that's what it is right now. If I got to relay the message to you guys in a certain fashion, or else I won't have my channel, then, you know, I'll relay it to you the way you know, the rules are set, you know.
Into the J-Lo stuff because there's so much to talk about. We know that there's tapes of her and Diddy out there. Plus, she lied for him on the stand when they got into trouble at a nightclub 25 years ago. So let's just leave that for another video.
Will Smith, I have to wonder, are you okay? Like, what the is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why do you guys think that Jaden Smith has always been acting so weird, dressed weird, always been distant from his family? He moved out when he was 15 years old. That's because Will.
See, now I wouldn't call it weird because, you know, some people have that style about them. But I would say that you know, things like this they make me wonder if there is such thing as turning a person towards a certain gender as far as attraction. You know, in my head it was always, you know, either you're born attracted to a certain gender, or, you know, you're what they call gay.
Smith made a deal with the elites, passing around Jaden so everybody could have their way with him in exchange for a successful movie career.
And I still believe it. To be honest with you, I believe that people don't choose. I believe that they're attracted to a certain gender. But I think the predators prey on the young kids that look like they might be into the same sex. That's what I believe. Justin
Because
Bieber
Diddy
too.
is close to Harvey
They
Weinstein, which in
victimized
turn
him,
can make anyone
allegedly.
famous, put him on all the movies, and that's how Will Smith benefited from the situation. And here, Jaguar Wright mentions how Jada Pinkett Smith actually knew what was going on with Will and her son and did nothing about it.
Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it? Jada, you told me that you knew Will was your child.
You know, see, nobody ever asked why Jaden left that house so young. I know, but he hates Charlie, and I wish somebody would ask him why.
Yeah, well, his father done things to him that he should be in jail for. So
his father done things to everybody. His father done things to everybody's kids. What they did to Bashir. See, that's why me and Charlie into it over Bashir.
She's mentioning Charlie Mack, and it's all connected because he's Will Smith's best friend, and they grew up together. He helped him with management. Charlie Mack and Diddy also have a relationship, so that's another side note that connects this whole thing together.
Charlie Mack is always there for me. I wouldn't be looking at this if Charlie Mack don't give me on my gallon of water every day.
That don't look weird to you? You know what I'm saying? I would never be on some man like that, brushing his hair, praising him, talking about, let me see you, you looking good.
Talk to him. You gotta have a talk to him about health, huh? About health, huh? Talk to him. Talk to him. Yeah. Talk to him. Let me see it. 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 Let me see it.
As you can see, there's something going on. He's combing his hair backstage before a performance, so they obviously know each other very well. Then he started managing Bashir Gray, and there's a ton of rumors of Diddy and Will Smith taking advantage of Bashir Gray, just allegations, but I did find this strange interview where you could see something's wrong with Bashir Gray as Will Smith is talking right next to him.
This interview that he's talking about, when I seen it the first time, I was thinking the same exact thing. It seems like when Will Smith is talking, Bashir's making these faces like, if that's true, then why'd you do that to me type look.
This is with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way, first out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business.
And Will Smith sounds tongue-tied, like almost like he don't believe him. He sounds like he doesn't believe his own words.
So, he's surrounded
by
a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love, and all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, who is best.
The reason I'm here is for people like Bashir Gray, for people like Jaden Smith, those are the people that were young men, even kids, when they were victimized. It seems, I gotta say allegedly because nobody's been convicted yet, and to be honest with you, they talk about people being tried in the court of public opinion. I don't want that. So when I talk about this type of stuff, I want to really come off impartial as far as he hasn't been convicted yet. So until somebody gets convicted of anything, I will say allegedly. I will not only say it, I will mean it. Because like I said, you can't say people did stuff that you're not sure, they haven't been convicted. Something could come bust out of nowhere and be like, oh, it turns out this happened. So, things take twists and turns sometimes in real life. It's not just in the movies. But if the alleged stuff is true, these kids deserve to see their predator, their victimizer, their attacker see justice. I feel so bad for Bashir Gray, bro. You could tell that. Why can't you just be talented? And they're like, man, this kid could act. Man, this kid could rap. Man, this person could sing. You know, let's give him a shot. What kind of disgusting people are running the showbiz that you gotta what? You gotta go to bed with the person in order to your talent don't matter? You gotta throw in some nookie? Are you serious? You know, and then they do all this weird stuff. It is weird. I just don't want to say like a person dresses a certain way, has a certain hair color, wears a piercing in a certain place. I don't want to call them weird. You do what you do. Some people like different things, but there is a certain weird too that it's a bad weird. There's a good weird where you're different, where you don't want to conform. That's a good weird. A bad weird is when you know that the person just it don't look right, you know, and it turns out it ain't right because it didn't look right. It's the times you can judge a book by its cover, you know.
To give you advice, and it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life.
Now, for being a promising young actor on a great show, I don't know what could have caused him to turn to some craziness on his Twitter. Don't go there if you're at work. Let's just put it like that. But he's turned into something unbelievable. And I don't know how he got to this point.
See, those are like not even placing it on the person who made the video, but you know, those are his words. And I don't think he's doing that for nothing. First of all, big shout out to Social Details. You know, that's the channel I'm at right now. If anybody wants to go over there and subscribe or like, let me hit like definitely. That's always every time I react, you gotta hit like, and I do it in front of y'all on purpose. I got my own content, but sometimes I like to react to other people's content because there's so much stuff out there. It's not about creating, it's about watching other people's work. I create my own stuff, but sometimes when I see stuff, it's not like I could create 10 million videos. And this, you know, he beat me to the punch. This ain't even my style. I do sports videos, hip hop documentaries. I make actual music. So when this once in a while, I'll make something like this, but I'd rather react to something like this because I don't want to make my content creation about gossip or entertainment, you know. And if I do, I want to do it in a good light. You know, with this, I'd rather talk with people that are watching me about social issues. And this is disgusting. You know, it's disgusting that predators could get away with this because of money.
But it's definitely X-rated. How many people would dump being a movie or TV star to go into just OF content?
That Will Smith, Jaden, Bashir, and Nick Mills, and you know Bilal.
Will Smith has been kissing Jaden on the mouth throughout his whole career, and it's very kind of strange. And even Elon Musk mentions how it's strange that Diddy always had constant people bringing him kids and minors and whatnot at these parties for him to take advantage of. And he questions who's doing it, and he's going to take them down because somebody was helping Diddy hook up.
As a father, what do you get out of that? If my son is straight or not straight, I don't kiss him on the mouth at that age. And what kind of selfishness you see your son fighting? Why don't you just not do it? You know,
with these kids,
people in the music and entertainment industry had to know that Diddy was like abusing, you know, kids basically, and yet they still fed him kids.
There had to be.
They had to know.
Cat Williams was talking about it.
But like who's feeding him the kids? You know.
Right. Yeah.
What Elon Musk right here is saying makes a lot of sense because Charlie Mack and Will Smith had their way with Bashir Gray and then brought them to Diddy.
They got him on tapes with Diddy. They got him on tapes with Justin. They got him on tapes with Jaden.
A lot of people.
This alleged stuff is gonna end soon. You know, you gotta cover your own. You know, they call it CYA. You gotta cover your own butt. So I say alleged just because you know it's what you got to do when you have a channel. But all that alleged stuff looks like it's going to come to an end soon. And we're going to be able to outright say, yo, that guy is a piece of crap. You know, I don't like to be judgmental, but what do you say when you see a person victimize a child? There's nothing else but to judge. when people get into stuff as adults or whatever, or let's say you get locked up, right? You can't be saying, "Oh, I hate stick up kids. I hate people who do this, because you're surrounded by every kind of criminal there is. You cannot be judgmental, with the exception of sexual crimes. They will get you in there for that. At least this is what I've heard. Thank God I've never did a stint. I've been through the bookings a couple of times and that's it. But yeah, I try not to judge people, but when you do stuff to children, it's a big FU. All that me trying to be a good person and not judge people is out the window. When you hurt a kid, you become an enemy to me.
Brashear Gray and Will Smith, and it's being shopped around as we speak, and that's the reason that Will Smith has to be quiet. Another tape that's being sold is Jaden Smith and Diddy, and that one was talked about from a lawyer.
There already have been tapes.
You see, he didn't say alleged. He said there is a tape being shopped around with Jaden and Diddy, and I'm gonna rewind it because I don't want to get that wrong. He don't say allegedly neither.
Brashear Gray and Will Smith, and it's being shopped around as we
Brashear
speak.
Gray and Will Smith,
and that's the reason that Will Smith has to be quiet. Another tape that's being sold is Jaden Smith and Diddy, and that one was talked about from a lawyer.
There already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and I can tell the video was pornographic in nature. Well, I'll say this. My concern was that
there's got to be hundreds of videos. There's so many videos that they couldn't keep them all in one place. People either copied them or actually got a hold of the actual original.
I could not verify the age of the individual. So I didn't want to have anything in my phone because my issue is we can't determine if this person is 17 to 21.
They're saying a lot without saying a lot, and that's because they don't want to embarrass the person on the tape. Just like
I'm
Elon
glad I
said,
checked the
there's
comments.
a lot of people that are feeding.
My guy, what's up? What's up, brother? My brother from another. What's up, Salisbury? How you doing? You believe all the stuff that's going on? It's crazy. I'm going to give you a second to respond because I can't tell if you're still in here or not. That's my brother right there. We definitely going to take a second real quick. Pause. Yo, Ray, you jetted? I got to go back to the video, brother. I'm going to wait to see if you throw up a comment. I'm going to hit play again.
Diddy and have been participating in this stuff for a long time, trying to keep it undercover. And the Hollywood elites are very scared because that's what they did. They would bring in artists that were brand new or people that you brought brand new, and then you would pass them around. It was a humiliation ritual, and you had to go through it if you wanted to be famous, and that's the next step to getting popular. Also, Jonathan Oddie, which you guys know was arrested in 2018 and first mentioned hooking up with Cassie while Diddy watched, also had a second interview leak where he specifies that he saw Will Smith bring his son to Diddy's parties and even to the hidden tunnels. Can't verify the clip, but that's what I found online.
I seen the comments come back in.
Go into these times.
I seen it like
I saw Will Smith with his son, and Will Smith, he's like what do you call two-faced. He looked like a nice guy, but I
remember when they arrested this guy, and I remember the first day they arrested him because, like I said, once you're on YouTube and you watch a certain video, they'll start pumping it into the algorithm, and next thing you know, you watch the video. There's a million videos coming at you that you in the same category. So every time I wake up, something that I watch, there's new stuff about it. So the day that this guy got arrested, I was like, look at this guy. I thought he was nuts. And when he starts talking, I'm like, oh, I think he's not nuts. I think he's telling the truth.
He with no cameras around him.
Another deep question that Elon Musk and Joe Rogan were asking is that why every single
in the comments, tell me what you guys think about Elon Musk, because I always seen him as a decent person, but I never liked Trump. And when he got with Trump, it kind of, you know, I thought one was cool and one wasn't. So for them to get together, I didn't understand it really. But I don't know none of these people, to be honest with you. I don't know if Kamala Harris would have gotten to the office and did horrible. You know, I just don't know. I can't really tell you guys that Kamala Harris was better than Trump or Trump was better than Kamala. You never know who has a hidden agenda. You don't never know what people are thinking. But I just wanted you guys to let me know what you think about Elon Musk. Because every time I see him, it's the $10,000 house. The phone that's going to be affordable. But then all of a sudden, it went up to a skyrocket price. It was supposed to be $100. The Elon Musk phone at first. Well, that's what they were quoting. I don't know if they had the right source, but now it's up to $300, I heard. So, and then the $10,000 home, you know, that would be a beautiful thing. I hope it becomes a real thing, because if you see the video I did on the $10,000 home, it looks amazing, you know, and it looks like he's trying to help people that need help. Unlike so many other people that you see at the top, and they don't care about the people at the bottom. You know, I'm for the people that are for the people. You know, I'm for the poverty stricken. I don't give a shit if people talk that bleeding heart nonsense. None of that stuff. When I believe in something for real, I'll fight for it. You know what I'm saying? And I fight for the poor. I fight for the free. That's what it is. If you don't like it, you got the wrong channel. You know what I'm saying? I stand on that.
One of Diddy's closest personal friends that have not spoken about him went ahead and promoted and talked about voting for Kamala Harris.
Well, it's just amazing how many people on the Diddy party list that are supporting Kamala. Too.
Yeah, seriously. It's like insane.
Publicly, openly, like all in.
Now, allegedly, Diddy was getting all these celebrities behind closed doors to vote and support and endorse Kamala because he threatened to release the tapes if they didn't get her into office. Reason being is because with her connections, she could have got him pardoned. And Elon Musk pretty much put it together.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's truth to what was just said, no good, Kamala Harris.
I get all these celebrities to endorse you. That increases your chances of winning the presidency. In return, you release me. Diddy even has tapes of Obama doing crazy stuff, and he used it against him to get.
All right, you here. That's cool. You respecting the video. That's love right there. All right, I'm going to keep playing.
His friends out of prison.
He got powerful people. One of his partners who started his company with drug money, President Obama, got him out of prison. So it's not like she don't have no moves.
I just seen the comment, poor Justin Bieber. Yeah, man. Yeah, Bashir Gray, Jaden Smith, Justin Bieber. And let me tell you something. If me and you are saying those three, then you know how many others there are?
And it seems that Diddy was orchestrating all this stuff from inside the prison because on a leaked
Ray,
telephone.
You used to tell me about Gene Deal before anybody. Yo, my homie that's in the channel, he was up on this before everybody. I remember when you told me about Gene Deal like 12 years ago. That's crazy.
Call from prison talking to his son.
You told me about Gene Deal when my son was being born, around that time, maybe a little bit after. It had to be at least 10 years ago you told me about Gene Deal blowing up Diddy.
He was giving them instructions on what to do with the tapes and how to use them to blackmail the celebrities to make sure that they endorse Kamala Harris, because he's talking in code, but we still have the audio to show you.
I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. Okay? Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet?
He real plain and simple. Ain't no whistleblower.
Did Jay reach out yet? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know. Yo, Ray, check out the channel, bro. My channel's ill now. It's different. I got a lot of stuff. Check out the channel, bro. I know you haven't been on the channel in a second.
Facts is there. I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up.
You know, I'm not going to even hold you. Like, I can't pretend I don't want to know. But I'm saying, like, DiCaprio, and I can tell you stories about that dude later or another time. Just tell us what happened.
I like Dame Dash, even though his teeth popped out his mouth. You already know what it is, Ray. Yeah, go Bills, man. Josh Allen, you got yourself a great quarterback, man. Good night, brother. I'll talk to you later. Call me tomorrow.
Tell us it didn't happen. But when people start resigning and people start erasing their Twitters, then it just starts to look suspicious, and it makes people ask questions.
Suge Knight and Damon Dash raise very smart questions. For people that have been with Diddy for 20 years, not one person has come out defending him or denouncing him. Then again, news outlets are reporting that Diddy is getting other inmates to do three-way calls so he can reach out to potential witnesses and friends and other people. So it definitely makes sense that he's keeping people in line because he's reaching out to everybody and they know not to speak or their tape would get leaked.
Hey, yo, check this out. I need you to reach out to the producer and let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie.
There are a lot of
the
videos,
Netflix
apparently.
movie.
Those rooms on the island, and I think out in New Mexico, were wired for video.
Right.
And
where's the video? I mean, between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Elon Musk suspects that there's a lot of people on these videotapes and the Epstein tapes, and he's spoken to Trump about releasing those, and he's very interested in how all of Diddy's close friends have been supporting Kamala Harris. Elon and Joe Rogan both also discussed.
To be honest with you, though, Donald Trump putting on Elon Musk as an advisor of sorts, I don't think that was a bad move. You don't become the richest man in the world by accident. You see, while I look at Donald Trump like a bozo, I'm sorry, he's a clown to me, allegedly. But Elon Musk don't come off like a bozo. He looks like a very intelligent man, not just book smart, socially. So one of the best moves I think Donald Trump ever did was putting Elon Musk on his team.
How it's possible that nobody ever said nothing about this happening for 20 years. He just doesn't believe it.
It looks like he'll bring positivity to Donald Trump and tell him to stop saying all that stupid stuff. And actually, it's the first time we've ever seen Trump or anything about Trump going after the bad guy for real. This is the first time that anything that I've seen of Trump beyond some we can't let people get away with this. These are real slime balls. And like I said, it's because of Elon Musk that they're on some. The reason I'm so okay with Elon Musk weeding out the pieces of crap in Hollywood and entertainment, period, is because of the young talent that's trying to make it. Maybe he'll make it where these stars could finally shine without having to include a bonus.
And that's why he's so interested. He wants to get to the bottom of it.
Sick about it.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that people in the music entertainment industry had to know that Diddy was like abusing, kids, basically.
This is where the allegations come back to Will Smith, his son. Who else has been bringing minors to hang out with Diddy, allegedly? And a lot of people are starting to come out saying that when they were minors and they auditioned for Diddy, that's when the essay occurred.
And yet they still fed him kids. Not like, where's the accountability?
There had to be rumors. There had to be.
They had to know.
On the other side, Diddy's defense team is creating this ridiculous angle as they prepare their defense, saying that Diddy is a scapegoat and that they are just pursuing these charges on him to gain media attention. But when these tapes drop, then we will see how they approach things, because the tapes are coming and it's going to be ugly when they do.
Would you be open to a plea bargain?
Well, it's not up to me. It's up.
I told you guys.
To Mr. Combs, and I don't.
All that allegedly stuff is going to come to an end, But for now, allegedly.
I don't see it happening.
Why?
Because he believes he's innocent.
I'm really shocked that this guy could say this with a straight face. There's a lot more worse things.
I never heard a lawyer say he believes he's innocent. I've heard lawyers say he's innocent. I've never heard a lawyer say he believes he's innocent.
Could charge Diddy with, and they're just getting started. As soon as these new tapes drop, it's going to be new charges. Then what's he going to say?
And what's more, he believes that he needs to stand up, not just for himself, for his family, and for everybody who's been targeted by the federal government.
Hollywood elites who once flocked to his legendary gatherings are now frantically scrambling to cut ties. They're deleting photos, distancing themselves, and doing whatever they can to slip under the radar, hoping their own secrets stay buried. Rumor has it that some of the industry's biggest names have received letters from Busby's legal team, a not so subtle warning to either settle or face the brutal spotlight. Whispers of hush money are making the rounds, with checks being written, backroom deals struck, and reputations desperately shielded from the coming storm.
There are many people, and we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us.
Diddy's notorious freak-offs parties have now taken on a much darker meaning. These weren't the glamorous high society gatherings the media portrayed. According to mounting allegations, they were chaotic, blurred lines between celebration and depravity, with rampant substance use and unchecked behavior in the luxury hotels that hosted these events. They're now under the microscope, accused of turning a blind eye to Diddy's wild extravagance, cashing in on his business and reputation, and ignoring all the red flags.
At least Elon Musk brought up Epstein in the same breath as P. Diddy. You know, he made sure to not make it about black or white. He evened it out when he said that, and it's not even really relevant, but it is in a sense. You know, he's trying to say, I'm not going after him because he's black, because if it would have been Epstein, I would have been going after him too. You know, and Harvey Weinstein, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. I'm Puerto Rican. If you Puerto Rican and you do stuff like that, give them the business. I can't really say on YouTube what I would want people to do to them. You know, I got to be careful. Yeah. Sometimes you go to say something like, man, if he was in front of me, I'd do this. And next thing you know, you got a strike. You know what I'm saying? So use your imagination, people. I can be very vicious when I don't like you, and I have a good reason. You know what I'm saying? And when you mess with children, that's the perfect reason. Don't mess with children. Children are the diamonds of the universe. You don't touch kids. You don't mess with kids. You get hurt for messing with kids.
Flags.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
It's not just the hotels under fire. Financial institutions are also being pulled into the mess. Funding Diddy's extravagant events wasn't cheap, and speculation swirls that banks may have looked the other way on suspicious transactions, all to keep a high-profile client happy.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had, at this point, more than 3,285 individuals contact us.
Reports suggest some substances found at these gatherings weren't your typical party drugs. They were tranquilizers and powerful medications rarely found in social settings. Busby is on the hunt, digging back into the 90s, leaving no stone unturned as he seeks out connections that could stretch across decades and industries.
Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims.
This isn't just a scandal. It's an entire culture of exploitation and privilege coming under scrutiny. Busby's aggressive strategy is clear. He's not after a single fall guy. He's aiming to make an example out of Hollywood's entire power structure. Meanwhile, the internet is ablaze with theories. One of the most sensational, that Diddy allegedly used a body.
So y'all got something, man. Y'all got to thank our maker for waking us up every morning just to breathe. A fresh air, a breath of fresh air is a blessing. You know, I got a verse. It goes, I be rolling like no other. I roar like I'm thunder. I blast for my brothers. I pass on to others. Forgive me for my blunders. I'll make more mistakes, yet still I'll be great. Yet still there be hate. A lesson unattained. The words went to waste. See people displaced. With these demons I'm faced. On the right side's my place. I'll do what it takes. To hell with these fakes. Sun's deep like a lake. I'm moving like a champ. I'm Muhammad Ali. I float like a butterfly. I sting like a bee. The intentions in me are as real as could be. They're tiny as a flea. A brain like a pea. I swing when I tee. The Sultan's up to bat in the center of the map. The sun was born to rap. It fell on my lap. For this I didn't ask. In his glory I bask. But for now I wear a mask. It used to be a blast. For granted we took. God wanted us shook so we could take a closer look. Realize that we're blessed just to take a breath. I'm looking to the west while thinking I'm the best. You need to be impressed. So some went on a quest. They try to steer me left. They talking like I'm deaf. They mad because they hate. They hate because they mad. It's really, really sad. It kind of makes me glad. I'm not bad meaning bad. I'm bad meaning good. I strolled through the hood because I know that I could. I know that I'm good. God got my back. The hood got my back because they know I'm spitting facts. They know I'm spitting crack. My honor never lacks. The game was getting whacked. We needed something back. With former brother came. With lyrics make it rain. Although you know my name, it ain't about fame. My name is Spank. All right. Now you hear me talk about God in the rhyme. Now people would tell you you have to talk about hitting people up, sliding on people, spinning the block. Now, I ain't gonna say that don't sell, but I don't believe you have to go there. It's time for us to talk the truth. Instead of pretending we do stuff we don't do. There's things that I do that I won't even bring up in my rhyme because it's not necessary. You know. Anyway.
Body double to evade arrest, a plotline ripped straight from a spy thriller, but the theories don't stop there. A darker connection is being whispered.
Mary J. Blige too, man. I be wondering what be going through her head about everything. She's been there since the beginning, and that's not throwing dirt on her name. I actually always loved Mary J. Blige, and I'm praying that she's not entangled in this mess.
About Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein. Rogan and UFC star Israel Adesanya delved into the possibility that Diddy was connected to Epstein's inner circle.
P. Diddy definitely to everybody and did this to everyone.
Adesanya, who's known for his no-nonsense takes, didn't hold back. He shared a chilling story hinting at close ties between Diddy and the infamous Epstein, stirring up speculation that's igniting the internet. As Rogan and Adesanya discussed the high-profile cover-ups, the conversation took on a disturbing, almost surreal tone.
Actually know the people's names on the list.
Yeah.
Those people are probably in trouble.
Yeah.
Because that's a crazy piece of information to have.
Adesanya recounted his own close brush with Diddy, mentioning an event where Diddy wanted to connect after watching one of his fights. Adesanya made it clear he felt a strange vibe.
P. Diddy thing.
Sometimes you have to tell Diddy no.
Oh man.
Sometimes you gotta tell Diddy no. You gotta tell him
Diddy
no.
Combs' alleged list of accomplices to be revealed soon. The names will shock you. Attorney says, whoa.
God was protecting me, he said with conviction, hinting at a world of celebrity power where one wrong step could lead down a path of no return.
Jennifer Lopez is going to be there. Oh, Rick
That's what I'm
Ross is going to
saying.
be there. Everyone's going to be there.
And-
that would be a cool place. I want to meet those people.
Facts. And I would be there having fun partying, but then they start to, apparently, they said they were using, I'm going to guess it's like ketamine, because they said horse tranquilizer, putting in people's drinks in the champagne and then getting them all loose.
As the scandal widens, Rogan reflected on the unsettling reality that fame can hide deeply disturbing truths.
He had, apparently, allegedly,
Yeah,
cameras all over the house and 100,000 bottles of baby oil. Yeah, what?
As always, everything is just alleged, rumors, gossip. We're just talking about stuff on the internet. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video.
Alleged, everything's a haha. You see how he closed it out? Yo. Listen, man, I would be editing something right now. I would be doing some original content. I'd be writing a rhyme, you know, but when I turn on my TV and all I hear about is young talent being sexually violated you know, worse than that, you know, I got no choice but to come on here and be like, yo, I don't care. Anybody that hurts a child, I don't care about them. That's it, period. It's just what it is. I'm not the second coming. It's not my duty to be such a good person that I forgive somebody that hurts a kid. It's not in me. I don't think it'll ever be in me. You know, oh, he hurt a kid, I forgive him. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You crossing the ultimate line. You crossing the ultimate line. You got to get it. You got to get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like it's like I said, you know, because we on YouTube, you got to be careful. But for a person who hurts a child, you know, in the eyes of the law, they're gonna throw you in jail. You see, I'm not a cop. You know what I'm saying? I move different than a policeman. You know what I'm saying? So if I know you hurt a kid, let's just say I'm not happy with you because I'm on YouTube and that's pretty much all I can say, you know. But you can't be messing with the kids, bro. You know, that's when it gets really, really, really serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Don't let you're a sucker if you ever see anything happen to a kid and you don't stand up. You know what I'm saying? People talk about cops, you know, not holding it down. But what about the people that know that children are being violated, young talent, you know, kids that are trying to become singers, rappers, musicians, actors, and they're really good at it, and you destroy them. Who was the one that disappeared? That they look at, man, come on, man, Criss Cross, the kid from Criss Cross. You know, he took his own life. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what they reported. And they were saying that it has to do with stuff like this. You're a sucker if you know a kid's getting hurt and you don't do nothing about it. It's your boy Spankdog. I'm out of here.